Okay, year 9s, has everyone settled down? Okay, can I please get a show of hands? Who hasn't brought your device today? Or who needs an iPad? Okay. Okay, can I get the 7 of you to please go down to the iPad corner, sign your devices out quietly? When you're done, I expect you to be back in your seats. For everyone else, can I please get you to look at your notes and prepare to join Zedings? I put in the link over here. It's zedings.com and orange. Okay, I see some of you quietly opening your notes and referring to the devices. It's very good. And the 7 of you have settled down very quickly. Excellent. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin the lesson unit. What we're going through this week is the start of World War II, carrying on from where we left off in the last lesson. So, at the end of the last lesson, we went through the Treaty of Versailles, the end of World War I, the home front, conscription, and how the war affected Australia, among many other things, as well as spillovers like civil rights, development of economy, and so on. So, can I please get everyone in the devices to quietly spill in some thoughts you have, or anything you recall of the unit? Let's do that on Zedings right now. Patrick, can I please see you for a second? Okay, I don't see that. Okay, go back to see. Okay, so I see some words being generated. I see Gallipoli. I see economic effect. I see the Treaty of Versailles. Very good. I think we're on the right track today. Okay. Massacres. Not quite. There were a lot of deaths. Massacre is a bit of a strong word. Okay then. So continuing on. Today's lesson is a bit special because, as you all know, at the end of the term, you're going to be asked to issue a piece of discursive writing, and I know for some of you that's a tough task. So what we're going to do today is slowly ease you into that mode of mind. We're going to be prepared to engage in historical inquiry about the factors and the various events in World War II. We're going to be learning and getting an understanding of how the war started and why things got so bad. And at the end of the lesson, we've got a bit of a special activity, which will get you all to engage with debate. I know some of you are in the debating club after class. Can I please get a show of hands? Who of you are in the after-school debate club? Nathan, Haley? Okay. So we've got a fair number of you who know how to structure debate. I might call on you afterwards to give us a bit of an example, but that's very good. Thank you so much. And the agenda. So we're going to go through a bit of a recap, and we're going to jump right into the lesson body itself, and we're going to have our debate session. As usual, I'm going to have raffle tickets for students who volunteer to give answers. So at the end of the term, we're going to have a big raffle basket, and there'll be lots of goodies inside. There'll be lollies, toys, and stuff like that. So please take part. Okay, so on to the expectations. Today is an ICT activity day, so I expect all of you to be very careful with the use of your devices. I don't want to see video games. You can do that at home, and we can certainly have time for that if we had class early. But today's lesson is going to be quite jam-packed, and I expect all of you to use the devices responsibly. Are we clear, year 9s? Right. Give me a hands up if you're, give me a thumbs up if you're doing that. Excellent. Okay, so how are we feeling today? I know some of you have assignments coming up for math. So just let me know, and we'll go through this maybe at an adjusted pace if you need to. Okay? All right, everyone's kind of in the raring to go category. So I think we're at a good spot today. Okay, so on to our recap. Why did the Allies win World War I? So various logistical issues contributed to the victory, one of which was the British naval blockade. As you recall, a blockade means what? Huey? Stoppage. Not quite. Very, very close. Very close. Anyone else wants to volunteer? Patrick? Yes. A stoppage. So an embargo, effectively, no ports, no food, people starved to death. And the Germans didn't anticipate the impact of the blockade as much as they did. So the second factor itself was the Russian withdrawal from the war. The Bolsheviks signed the peace treaty of Germany, they refocused their effort on the Western Front. And finally, this is where the big noodle enters the war, America. So, fed up with their Germans attacking the merchant ships, President Wilson declares war on the Central Powers. And they sent 10,000 troops to France every month after the summer of 1918. Right, how many students do we have in this class? Yes? Raise your hands, please. Yep. 32 students. So how many classes would we need to fill up 10,000? I see some of you bring your calculators, huh? A lot. That's precisely it. So 10,000 troops every month. That shows you the sheer scale of America's involvement in the war. So what happens after the war? Germany loses. They are made to sign the treaty in June 1919, which held Germany responsible solely for starting the war, imposed harsh penalties, reparation payments. But we all know how the war started, didn't we? Very good, Patrick. But can I please get you to raise your hands next time? Excellent. Thank you so much. And the League of Nations was formed to prevent future war from happening. So as Patrick raised earlier, it wasn't just Germany's fault. The Serbian assassination attempt had gone badly. Archduke Ferdinand was killed. And that sparked off conflict in Europe. So here's some facts about World War II. The numbers are big, and that's just what I want you to pay attention to. So military deaths from all causes. Remember, 6 zeros is a million. So that's 21 million, 25.5 million, 29 million deaths due to military crimes against humanity. Civilian deaths numbered 19 million to 28 million. Total deaths throughout the world numbered close to 70 million to 85 million. And out of that, the Holocaust caused the deaths of 6 million Jewish peoples. So over 30 countries were involved, and the war lasted 6 years. That is a lot of people killed over 6 years, isn't it? So how does that compare to World War I's death toll? Any opinions? Haley? Yep. And why was that? And why was that so? Can I get any other volunteers? Ariel? Right. Because of mechanization, advances in technology as well, which we will add to that. So advances in technology were a big deal to why the death toll keeps rising. And World War II was not an exception. So we're going to watch a short video next. As usual, you can watch on the screen.
A brief overview
please be quiet.
Of World War II. The war in Europe began in September 1939, when Nazi Germany, under Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. Using blitzkrieg tactics, the country was quickly overtaken. The world was shocked. Britain and France responded by declaring war on Germany, but took little action. This became known as the Phony War. But in 1940, German offensives rapidly defeated Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and France. The British Army, meanwhile, was on the retreat, being evacuated from Dunkirk. Britain, alone, was attacked by Germany during the Battle of Britain and the Blitz. However, the Luftwaffe failed to defeat the RAF. In June 1941, Hitler invaded Russia under the codename Operation Barbarossa, and in December 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, bringing the USA into the war. Germany, Italy, and Japan formed the Axis powers, while Britain, Russia, and the USA made up the major combatants on the Allied side. In 1942, the Nazis implemented their final solution, a plan to exterminate all Jewish people.
I see most of you paying attention.
Followed that would
Devices off.
dramatically change the course.
There's the
of the war.
expectation. Okay, so before we start the topic proper, can I just please get a show of, I guess, whatever you know about World War II? Just dump it all here. Okay, Hitler. Fair enough. Holocaust. Russia. Yep, some of the major combatants in World War II.